No, I want better than that.
Okay.
Give an explanation. Do it. Explain yourself. Why are we here? Be
Are we
honest.
live now? Like, are we live?
Give me a second.
Oh,
Bloody hell.
This reminds
what
me
a
of
profession.
those two old married people who are trying to figure out how to use their video. The video went viral.
It goes on for like an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't see your video on your channel, honey.
Okay, it's starting now.
Let's
Season
start
1.
now. Then.
Your
Oh my,
audience will see it in a moment. Get ready.
refreshing.
This is
I am.
so
I am refreshing. That's the thing.
exciting.
We are now live.
Nobody asked you. Well, no, I asked you. It'd be, I guess. This is a
So,
this is technical. This is a technical demo. I don't see anything up on your channel like it, but I'll keep refreshing.
I can see it up live.
You can. What's it called?
Um, Flying Monkey podcast episode pilot.
okay, send me a link.
Is it-
I'm going to tweet this
Yeah,
puppy
send
out.
me the
and
link too.
Okay.
We'll get some. You know, it's sad. I have like no Twitter followers.
Yeah, you do.
Nah. I mean, not
Well,
really.
you had no almost 4,000.
So-
I am refreshing.
Yeah. That's nothing.
Not
I mean,
really,
basically,
it's not, is it?
whatever.
It's really
If you have
not.
less than Lalo, then it's really nothing.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, I was thinking about this, right?
Because Lalo's
You know,
platform
you
is
think you-
Twitter. Is it not?
Oh,
So you'd
If you-
expect him to have more.
you can only
No,
stomach
if
him for
you-
130 characters.
if you, it doesn't matter how many follows how many followers you have.
Mhm.
It's how much interaction you have with those followers. That's the thing.
Really?
Well, yeah, because
Well,
you could
I-
have 20,000 followers. Yeah, I follow some people on Twitter that have 20,000 followers, and they can tweet something new out and get absolutely no likes, no retweets, no nothing. So it's not that; it's the interaction that you have with the people that you know
Well,
that,
I've always
that
been
you have around you. That's
I've been a fan of quality and not quantity, and there's no real metric for that. Like in terms of
Yeah, but
subscribers and followers.
but the quality is the people that interact with you.
No,
Now,
but I'm
you've
I'm
had
not
to,
even. You're assuming that interaction in and of itself is quality. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
talking
no,
about
no, no,
having
no,
quality
no. I'm
human
not saying
beings.
that. No. Okay. Most of your interactions have been fairly positive. I know the negative ones have been highlighted, right?
Yeah.
But most of the interactions that you have are positive.
I tweeted at Neil deGrasse Tyson tonight.
What did you say?
Yeah, I saw that.
I told him there's no God.
God's not real. Yeah.
He's such a dick, man. He like posts up something about the equinox or like today is the mark of the the beginning of spring or some science nerd talk. Trying to pretend like he's somehow just so knowledgeable. Like
No.
what
He is a
do you
nerd.
think?
Yeah.
No, he's
But he's got the same qualifications as me.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Got
one of
three
the most
people watching.
overrated guys. Like, yeah, where's that link?
I've
Oh,
sent
there
it.
it
It's
is.
in the thing.
Okay, look at this. Official.
See
Wow.
it.
Totally what?
Christ
already in the
almighty,
chat. Hi, Joe.
you guys are not joking around. Did you tweet this out, Anthony?
No, not yet. Flying
Oh.
Monkey Pod. Oh, I like the spotted dick.
Sorry.
Flying
liking
Monkey
that.
Podcasts.
Yeah, the audio just dropped like it. The audio's there, but it's really muffled.
Okay, work this out.
Sorry. Whose audio's muffled? Mine or?
Oh, yours was and Devon was, but now it's just come back again.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know.
Good.
This is like a tech demo. This is
Well,
this is
if
why
it-
we're not doing it on.
If Anthony
Yeah,
thinks
go
there's a problem, usually it's on his end. That's what I've come to learn.
No, that's why I went out and bought a brand new computer and everything. So, fucking dick.
Okay, I'm sending this out now.
Trying. Yeah, I'll retweet that. Whatever you send out.
I'll send it out to you.
So I can still see Ghazi in the middle there. Like, is that what we're supposed to be seeing?
Yeah. Unless you want to
Is
see
it?
something else, you let me know.
Well, yeah, we could see like the monkey logo or something like that. That might be a good idea.
Okay.
But we're just making this
Oh,
up
yeah.
as we go along. Anybody who's listening to this, literally just.
I love this. 0 likes, 1 dislike. Way to go.
That's
Awesome.
totally Joe.
What the fuck? I mean, you could almost like identify who that like dislike is. This is like a who done it because there's only 4 people in here and 3 of them are us.
I don't think it's. I can't imagine it's Joe. Really?
Shit.
So who selected the videos we're going to be looking at?
Anthony did.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's the curator.
But I would suggest we start from reverse order.
Being
Let's start with
And
banter.
what is the theme? Why did you choose these videos?
This is basically me and Like has been talking about this for 2 weeks or so, and
Yeah.
we figured that the hangouts were kind of getting a little bit boring, just random, that kind of thing. So we figured,
Not what I said.
you know, that's not what
Okay.
you said. What did
That's
you say?
Anthony. Anthony's board.
Well, somewhat. I don't know. Just getting random people in. We were talking offline there, and I don't know if we can give it some more structure, and watch some videos that we might think are amusing. What did you say? What did you say?
You cut out all people.
No. People are still welcome to come on.
Mm.
They are welcome to come on, but in a more structured format, really. I don't know. Just make it more interesting when it's not going to be like 4 hours long. It's not going to be, it's going to be somewhat entertaining, I hope. If it's not entertaining for me as I'm doing it, then we'll probably never do it again. Unless somebody else picks it up and wants to do it. Unless somebody else wants to pick it up.
So the world is about entertaining you. That's what I'm picking up.
Well, why do you
must
do
be
what you do,
entertained.
Devin? Why do you
For
do
the
what you do? Because it
For the
entertains
greater
you.
good of humanity. Providing a
this
service.
would put Devon
I know,
some
but we
slack.
only do the things. We only do the things that we entertain ourselves with. If we don't find it interesting or entertaining, why the fuck are we doing it? So,
Well, it's a good question. You got to ask. You're doing some soul searching.
well, time is limited,
And
right?
this-
I mean, why do things that you don't want to do, or is in some way like, oh god, I don't want to do that tonight. I mean, why would you not want to do that? Why would you want to do that? It just, that's like being with a bunch of people you don't even want to talk to. It's like, oh Christ, I've got to go out with the wife tonight to the work's due, and all the people that she works with I hate, and yeah, I'm going to have to
Right.
spend
The
my
problem-
evening with them. So why would I want to do that?
The problem is a lot of people don't know what they want to do. It's easier said than done to actually figure that out.
Right. So
Well-
the idea of this podcast is I've picked 5 videos, which we're probably not going to get through all 5, but the first 2 definitely, I think we need to do,
Okie dokie.
or in reverse order, should I say? The very last one I
Man.
sent you, we need to start with.
Anthony is unbelievable. I have a 5. Forget Hangouts. I don't want conversations. I've picked out 5 videos. Probably won't get through all. Just maybe 2. So, until I get bored. And if I get bored for a split second, I'm just ejecting and rage quitting from life. Unbelievable.
So it's definitely.
I feel like I should start tap dancing to keep this guy entertained. All right. Well, this has doom and gloom written all over it, but let's start.
Oh, fuck off.
Well, I was thinking
Unbelievable.
this would cut Devon some slack because he could save time and pop out a video every
Well-
now and again and stuff like that.
Here's the thing.
Well, we're not. I'm not
it
requesting
is-
Devin to be here every single time. If we do this, we're calling it the Flying Monkey
Oh.
Podcast.
Right.
Right.
Devon's
Oh,
having
no.
fun,
Saying
that's what we say.
No,
Now
I'm
the
not
truth
asking. No, I'm just saying,
Money.
Devin.
Oh,
No.
Devin doesn't have to be a part of this. I see. So I'm not a foundational member. I see. You know what? Like,
Oh, fuck.
maybe you could
No.
set something up like this for me on my channel with 36,000 subs. Maybe you can get something done. Fuck this channel. Fuck Anthony.
Hey, this is my
Cut his
channel.
ass out. People know what I do to people in my inner sanctum. I cut them out quick. Those are replaceable, man. Do you know how many subs I got today? New people, fresh meat. This is garbage.
No, Devin.
I-
Fuck off,
And I
man.
just-
I'm
I
just saying that
tweeted this out.
I'm not expecting you to be there.
Oh my god.
Right? That's all I'm
Well,
saying.
here's the God's honest truth about
Nice.
Hangouts is that Hangouts are only as good as the people in them. And you have to generate everything that is being said. It's all your content. You're not reacting to anything. And that's difficult to do for hour after hour. Unless
yeah,
you're me.
which is why. Yeah, exactly. All right, Devin. So,
Fire it up, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do this shit.
Anyone listening right now, we want some, I don't know,
oh, let me tweet
input.
this out.
Tell us how you like the podcast. Or
Yeah,
don't
tell
like the
tell us how
podcast.
you hate it, because it's all on Liker's channel. I don't give a fuck. This isn't monetized. I don't care.
Advice we're looking for as well, because this is a pilot episode.
Pilot. I know we said don't call it a pilot.
We're looking for constructive criticism unless it's critical at all. Basically, we're just looking for
If it's
praise.
really critical, if you really don't like me, or if you
No, but
find that
honestly,
I'm I don't want to know about
that
it.
is, yeah, that's the God's honest truth. People go online to receive praise. Like nobody's going online for self-improvement. You know, it's just like it's a praise parade.
Yeah, but like if people hate it, and I can't imagine why they would, right?
Some
I really
guy,
can't
some
imagine why
guy.
people would. Go ahead.
Let me tell you. You remember that Portugal guy? He's like a big
Yes.
fan for like a long time. He might be a patron of mine.
I know, he went off
he
you
wrote
weeks
to me.
ago, by the way. He's just doing that to be a dick.
Okay, yeah. So he starts to write about. I have some constructive criticism for you. That was the first sentence of his comment. Right when I read that, I was hovering over the ban button. Like there was a 90% chance he was getting banned, unless it was actual like respectful criticism. But of course it wasn't.
No, it was
So he's gone.
It's like he was nitpicking on bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, of course. He just basically said, "I don't like this video that you just made." I said, "How is that constructive for me?" Thanks for telling me that. God damn it.
All right, let's do the first video.
Which
It's a
video do you
doozy.
want to do?
In reverse order, honey. The last
Okay,
one.
let me just say, I did not
Which
pick
one's
these
the
videos,
last one?
people, so don't blame me.
No,
for it.
I know, but you know what the first one is.
Anthony, tell me which one was the last one.
It's Josh Banker.
Josh.
Okay. Second.
So we are
this
checking
is-
back in on Josh Banco and seeing what he's been up to in Edmonton. He's got some spare time, and he's made a video
it
about
looks
Sharia.
really cool. Did you see any of those pictures he put on his feed?
He went to some glacier, didn't he?
Yeah, that looked kind of cool.
Right, we ready?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
yeah.
Where do I see the video, Leica?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's on that website, right?
It's on my Circle TV.
I got it. All right, go ahead.
Fucking hate you, Andy.
Love you.
Make it happen.
Right, you ready?
Yep.
Okay,
So ready?
Recently, I received some negative feedback in regards to my
Now,
political views on some-
everybody, pause. Okay. The main point of this video is
Pause.
look at his right arm. Okay. His left arm is
Did he
very,
just say
very
negative?
physical.
You got
I
negative.
felt like he said negative.
negative.
It did say negative, right?
Nig, like
Everybody
nig.
look at his right arm. Yeah, nig.
Can we just go back? I'm pretty sure I heard negative.
Yep. Go ahead.
Recently, I received some negative feedback in regards to
No.
my political
Right to the start. honey.
That was right to the start.
Was it?
Recently, I received some negative feedback in regards to my political views on some liberal policies. I'm being told that the Liberal Party actually has a
Are we having technical difficulties? Oh no.
I don't know.
You're fine.
Can you see the video, Devon?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
We're all on the right time?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay.
pro-Sharia agenda, and this is the supporting
When
evidence
he does
was
that.
given. According to Rebel Media, Canada now officially accepts Sharia law, and this is a summary of their argument.
Good. So
Well,
what's going on in Canada? Have they
Um,
actually accepted Sharia law? Or?
no, they haven't. No. It's the rebel who is like what would be considered to be right wing, right? And they're saying that you get like the Daily Mail in England saying that Sharia law is legal in England, and it's actually not.
Yeah.
But it doesn't tell the whole picture. So this is a similar situation. So I guess Josh is responding to that with his left arm only.
Okay.
He only responds with his left arm. Watch.
Elections have consequences. It's a well-worn saying, a truism, if you will, one that's now about to be laid bare by the new Liberal government in Ottawa, led by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The government of Canada now officially accepts Sharia law. Let's give you some background here.
Look at his hair.
Shak is a woman who came to Canada in 2008 from Pakistan. She applied to be a Canadian citizen, but
Look at
when she
that.
found
Beautiful
out there
eyes.
was a rule that you must show your face while taking the oath of citizenship, she decided to heck with Canadian rules, norms, and customs.
It looks like Tintin.
This guy's got a Glenn
Look.
Beck book in the background. Do you see that? Lying horizontally,
Which one?
right next to his left shoulder. I mean, you got to eliminate that book if you want some credibility, don't you?
How the fuck did you see Devin's looking at the bookshelf? Christ.
Well, people that stand in front of a library, they're doing it to try to appear more important than they are. They're like, look, I might have read all these books, but it's like, no, you didn't. You didn't read
What's the
them.
one
You
next to
didn't
the
write.
toy car on the left? What's that
Oh,
one?
I said it's not that good.
Deep green
Yeah.
Not good.
resistance.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
rules,
play.
norms, and customs. Miss Ishak says that she must cover her face in public at all times. She cites her religious belief for that idea. So she challenged the ruling in court and won.
This is Josh's choice of music in the background. Can you hear this?
No, okay. I was gonna say that's Josh doing that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
not the
that's his
Rebel?
music. No, that's his music.
Oh my
He
God,
was
that
the
is god awful.
dubstep guy.
Do you know what I think he might have done?
That's
'Cause
got to be his music.
you know what YouTube does? They give you like free samples of
Yeah,
like
yeah, I've seen that,
non-copyrighted music. That's probably what that is, because no, that cannot be a legitimate source for music. I mean, who would put that voluntarily on their video?
Let's play some more. Listen.
It's inevitable, I suppose. Our Supreme Court already threw out centuries of legal precedent that an accused on trial can see their accuser. when
No,
they
it's
Will it still be playing when Josh comes back on?
it's like the Peanuts song. This is
Yeah, go ahead.
so dull. Keep going.
We'll see if it
years
plays when
ago
he
that
comes
Muslim
back.
women can cover their
Yeah,
faces
that's the
while
thing.
testifying in court.
First off, I do agree with Rebel
Yeah,
Media.
it is. It is. It's totally.
Yeah, it's him. It's him.
Good. Do you guys know
I
that
believe that the
Ding,
he got the
ding.
sweater for Christmas? He, me- he,
I was
he mentioned
thinking
that before.
Devin. I was watching it earlier. I was like, he's still got his Christmas sweater on.
Okay, I have a question that might sound mean, but I don't mean it to be mean. It's actually a legitimate question. When he just said, first of all, I agree with it, and he's about to tell us what he agrees with and then what he disagrees with. Who cares? Like, who cares? Who's ever asked this guy? Like, is that rude of me to ask that, or is that? It seems foundational.
No,
like,
that's a good
why do
point.
you
No one
care
values his
what this guy
opinion.
says? Exactly. He's not prefacing it with anything. He's not saying, "Hey, here's my experience. I went and did some research." No, it's just random Josh thoughts. Go ahead.
government allowing people to cover their faces based off of religious freedom is a terrible decision that can become a risk to national security, and I do feel embarrassed for the Liberal Party on that
Look
topic.
how
But just because
boring his
somebody votes
voice
for-
is. Oh my God, there's no inflection whatsoever in that
I
last
think
statement.
his audience
It's,
is regressive.
Why is it that that backdrop, he's so high on that? Does he really think that's working for him? Like, he's stuck to that like glue.
Maybe he wants to seem cultured and. Don't know.
But,
Did
like-
you- Sorry.
It looks funky.
He's
I was thinking, is that like a Rorschach like thing?
Yeah, it's Rorschach, but it's ink blot art.
Yeah, and he loves it. He's stuck with it for the last 3 years. No, not the last year. I think he needs to revamp his channel. I think maybe.
Do you think he's been
I-
dealing with a regressive audience because he is Canadian?
Well, he started this video by saying that he'd received some criticisms, right?
Yeah.
And then went on to do this video. And somebody had been harassing him on Twitter to make this video for a while.
Okay.
And I guess he's now he's off of
you know what's
vacation.
crazy? Some of these people, they've stopped trying to attack me and they're trying to like grow their audience, but he has plateaued so hard and his plateau is so low, which is like, it's like a speed bump basically, is the arc of his YouTube channel.
It's not like
But he desperately wants it to grow and he keeps track. Like I remember him talking to TJ and he's like, we got to stop atheism is unstoppable, man. His channel keeps growing, man. I keep watching those numbers. So he's all about the numbers. And it's really interesting that his channel just does not grow.
I looked at mine today
But it
for the first time. In the same way that you looked at yours and posted it on Twitter.
And what did
When
you,
you-
what did you find?
Well, it's exponentially growing. I don't know. It is. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting any videos out there. I haven't done anything in 2 weeks. I haven't done a hangout or anything, but people still keep subscribing. At a very slow rate, of course. I mean, but it's going up. It's not going down. And it's not staying the same. So
But I like how you say that, like
Something's
that's unusual. That's what every YouTube channel does. I mean,
Josh's doesn't.
they are. Apparently, that's why that's amazing. It's an anomaly. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of YouTube. It's just like it's
I'm
where
using
subs
his
go
as a
to die.
baseline. Yeah. Like he released this video, and he released two actually. There was another one that we haven't watched. I guess you could look it up, like, but there is another one. But anyway, we could go. Well, you can carry on.
What I like here, the one stat that I would like to see is how many hate subs somebody has. You know, like a Jenny McDermott or a Josh. You know I probably have some hate subs. I mean, this video right now is a dislike. We already have dislikes. Continue.
No, but that's go ahead.
1 second, I just gotta. People are telling me to fix something.
Okay.
Got 53 people watching, Devin.
That's mental.
I know, it's crazy.
I'm watching the UFC right now. We got a girl fight right now in Brisbane.
Who's winning?
I could send out the link. It just started. 20 seconds in.
No, don't send the
This
link
girl-
out. We're going to drive traffic away.
I'm counter programming myself.
Yes.
No, but you can multitask. It's a South Korean fighter taking on an Aussie. Women's 115-pound.
Shut up. Listen to Josh.
For one party
on,
or
we're gonna get
another,
educated
that doesn't
right
mean that they
There we go.
What?
Oh, there we
You're-
go.
You ready?
No, go ahead.
accept and support
Yeah.
everything that that party stands for.
When it comes to accommodating Islam, liberals,
Ugh.
so-called
Tintin's
progressives,
back.
they're willing to turn back the clock, accept that which they would not accept from anyone else. This is creeping Sharia, and it's only the beginning.
And now this is where I take issue with rebel media, because when you make this giant
Look
leaping
at
claim that
look at his left arm. Look at his left
Yeah,
arm.
yeah. Did you see that
That's
hand
spasm.
gesture he just did?
Yeah.
That's a wanking claw right there. You see that? That music is an atrocious decision. I mean, you talk about taking a risk and putting music in your videos.
Why?
Like,
Why
I do
have
that all the
music?
time.
Well,
yeah,
no,
that
but why
music-
have like banal music in the background?
I'll tell you why. He thinks it's too dry without that. He thinks it's like, no, this is going to be peppy. We're going to keep it going here. And just that music. I think I'm going to have nightmares about that tonight. That's the soundtrack for my nightmare right there.
Right, we ready?
Go.
based off of
This
this
is rubbish.
one ruling, Canada under the Liberal Party now officially accepts Sharia law. This is an
Look at his
absolute
mouth.
bullshit assertion that can easily be reversed and
Ew.
applied to any political party. For example, here's Stephen
Look
Harper's
at his left
stance on it.
arm.
Time
His
out,
right
time
arm
out,
doesn't
time out, time
move. The guy's had a
There's so much
stroke.
happening.
I'm telling you.
First of all, did he just pronounce Sharia as Sharia? He was like Sharia. Sharia.
Wind it
But-
back and
but
say,
then- Not, well, I do want to see that.
If you can.
I'm going to sell t-shirts that say Sharia law. But here's my question. When you talk, do you move your upper lip that much? Why is your upper lip like rising? It's elevating upwards. Like, isn't talking mostly your bottom lip? Like opening in your tongue? I don't get it.
Bottom jaw definitely moves more than your top. Not in his case.
Seriously.
His top jaw moves more than his bottom jaw. Look at his beard as well.
Yeah.
he scripts his
His,
stuff.
his
doesn't
beard
he?
is not. His beard is not symmetrical. Look how his beard is going
And-
off
I know.
to the right.
How
It's
many
like
takes do you
he's
think
in
he
a,
did before he picked this one?
I don't know, man, but he's in a wind tunnel with that beard. And look at the collars pop. Flat.
Yeah.
I mean,
don't
but
think
when
he
I
has a
asked him the
chocolate
first
top.
time, he said that he had that beard to get respect on the oil patch. Like it's strictly, yeah, it's like it's an outward signal to the men, you know, the welders, the competent welders, that like, hey guys, I'm one of you. Look at me, I got flowers on my arms. Like, get out of here, you millennial shit. Big nose freak. Did you see that picture he took where he's like licking a glacier? And he was trying to be like, look, I'm licking a glacier. And it's a close up of his tongue and his nose and like in profile.
Yeah.
It was seriously like troubling. I should get that as my wallpaper.
Does Devin's audio sound shit then?
I'm looking at the chat.
Was that
It's
just me?
telling me to turn up my microphone.
No, I can hear you just fine.
Wait, is there any constructive criticism coming in? Because I got some constructive criticism for their constructive criticism.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Who asked you?
Yeah.
This is for free, you son of a bitch. Ooh, the fight. These girls are swinging right now. You guys, you're missing a really good fight right now. You have no idea.
No one's actually giving constructive criticism. That's all.
Okay, well,
Really, everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. Go ahead.
Well, no
They're
one's
in
saying that
state
they
of
like
bliss.
It either, so
yeah, they're just like stunned silence. It's just like, what?
Devin's back.
What is this? Well, why? They're just looking at their screen going, why?
Yeah, look at Josh on there. Go ahead.
Ruling, Canada under the
nostrils.
Liberal Party now officially accepts Sharia law. This is an absolute bullshit assertion that can easily be reversed
Sure.
and applied to any political party. For example, here's Stephen
Look at
Harper's
his
stance
face.
on marijuana.
No, he speeds this up. Look.
why is he
speeds
talking
it up.
about marijuana now?
Is this the least sexually attractive man ever? This guy makes me hard for Dick Cheney. Look at this.
This is
What
a
is
Canadian
happening?
politician.
That hair looks
This
like,
is
like a mushroom tip. Go ahead.
I think this is a Canadian conservative politician.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? Like
think-
he's got a Canadian pin on. I'm guessing that's going to trigger like 1 billion people in Canada. Like, ooh, how dare you? Patriotism is bad.
A billion
Nationalism
people
involved.
don't live in Canada.
Yeah, it's less than England
Talking
and
about-
Canada, isn't it?
Yeah,
30
it's like
God,
million
you sound
five.
people.
It's like 5 people and
sound-
a dog live in Canada.
It's true, man. When you see those stats, that's one of the most interesting maps of the world that I have.
Yeah.
I collect them, but it's just the population of each country because it's really skewed. Like like Madagascar has 23 million people or something, like just as much as like Australia, basically.
But
And you
Madagascar got separated during the rift, so you wouldn't expect that many people there.
What, the rift of the continent? You mean?
Yeah, the continental drift. They completely
Oh, yeah.
separated.
Exactly.
Look at
I mean,
Leica. I'm
it's a
looking at a
shit
video
place
now.
to live.
I'm looking at Leica
Oh,
on video.
really?
Okay.
Oh, that's mesmerizing, huh?
What is that headphone? That headphone looks really retro.
It's a Bob Marley headphone.
Wow, that's cool.
Recommend them.
Me
They're
like
good.
it. Me like it. Yeah,
Look at
you
that.
need to stay on
Look how
camera. You
Look how
need to
Anthony's
zoom
in the
out a
top
little.
left. So wait, the top,
Yes.
top left is like the premier real estate. That's where everybody's eyes go towards. And then they stuff me in the bottom right, like just like afterthought.
Well, you were coming
Here's
on.
this
I
guy.
didn't know you were coming on into the last bit. So
You were an afterthought, Devin. I sent you a DM saying if you're going to be
But I-
around, man. You went, yeah, I'll
noticed-
be there.
I noticed the subtle move to put me on the bottom and you guys on top. Don't think that goes unnoticed.
Like it, change it around for Christ's sake.
I can't. Stuck
Put me in the
like
dead middle over the video.
that.
Okay.
You just delete it.
Just bigger than the video. Every time you speak, it just
I will say though, this is very promising. You guys have really set this up, and it's cool that we can all watch the videos together. I like it.
yeah, it's cool, right?
It's way.
Right, let's
different.
finish this one up. Yeah, come on, Leica,
I
let's
like the
finish
way you
this one
say
up.
you guys though, when I've done all the work and Anthony just.
Leica's done absolutely. Yeah, I want to make this absolutely public. Leica is. I give Leica a concept of what we'd like to do, thinking this might be cool, and Leica just went ahead and did it. And then she went, "Do you want to like drop in and like see if you like it?" I went, "Yeah, all
Hey.
right." And we did that, and then Leica does everything. Leica's the brains.
I tried to teach
Can
you,
every-
but you just didn't pick it up.
No,
at
I'm not
all.
interested.
Yeah. Can everybody just go over to Josh's video and downvote it, and then just say how bad this music is, and like why would you
Yeah.
make this choice? Like that's
Yeah,
where he
put the
needs
link in the
he needs
description,
constructive. Yeah, please do.
I like it.
It's absolutely terrible.
I don't
Go ahead.
know.
So Leica's our official secretary. That's the way I see it, right?
I'm
Money
a
penny.
Computer genius.
Yeah.
Check
So let's
your-
finish this video up, Leica. Let's finish this Josh shit up.
Okay.
Because he does something really weird at the end with his face.
Okay.
Soldiers use it for PTSD or suffering PTSD. What is it about marijuana, selling marijuana legally, that bothers you?
Oh, this is boring. Skip through.
Can you hear the girl talking though? She sounds like she's
I
shouting
thought
at
Well,
initially
Josh
on
said it.
Josh's video that's yeah. I thought that was her voice, right?
Retarded.
But all he's doing is speeding things up. It's just
Yeah.
so
All Josh
basic.
does is he looks at other channels and he's like, what are they doing that's successful? Let me copy that formula. And like I think other YouTubers do that, but they'll speed it up.
Yeah, but that's never going to get you views because people want something unique. If they wanted exactly what that channel was doing, they'd just subscribe to that channel.
Well, first of all, this is insanely boring. I mean, first of all, Canadian politics in general, like he's really just going for the local market now. I mean, is there an American alive that gives a shit about Canadian politics? I mean, seriously. No, is the answer. That's
I'm
not.
not. Yeah,
I'm actually not asking. Oh, Anthony doesn't care about American politics.
not really.
That's shameful.
Exactly.
But that's probably because you're English, because the English don't really care about politics.
Yeah.
You know why? Like I don't get time to even figure out what the fuck's going on.
You don't.
I mean, I
have
know.
to figure out what's
Yeah, I mean,
going
I
on.
know. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's like a 2-year-long game show in American politics.
Anthony's
me.
he's got two
Super
kids, full time
Tuesday.
job, and a wife.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets an hour away, that is precious time, and he's not going to dick around with some
Right.
boring
Okay.
stuff.
So it goes back to why I want to do this and not just stuff around on a hangout. Right. I'd rather spend my free time doing the things I like and spending the time with people that I like to talk to. Yeah. That's
Did you
why
go to
I
therapy
wanna do
to make
this.
these realizations? Is this coming from a therapist? Maybe suggestions?
No, this is no. This is just internal thoughts that go on in my head every single fucking day.
And how is your quitting smoking campaign coming?
It's slowing down, pal. Oh,
Slow-
you mean
meaning you haven't-
no. The campaign is going up. The smoking is slowing down. So
Good.
that's just the way it works. Give it another 5 days. I'll be.
I'm trying to
Almost done.
trying to save your
One
life.
cigarette.
Trying to
I know, Devin, and I appreciate the care. I really do.
tough love.
Because they don't give it to everybody. Yeah, Devin generally hates everybody. So, to be not hated by him is a special place, right?
Yeah, I would say so. Continue.
Are sold and are
Well, as I said before, there's just overwhelming and growing scientific and medical evidence about the bad long-term effects of marijuana. We've spent a couple of generations trying to reduce the usage of tobacco in Canada with
Hold on. Can I just say, okay, first of all, Josh is fast-forwarding this to try to make this entertaining. He throws up a graphic with a yellow background with white text and a red exclamation point. Okay, why? Why is white, yellow, and red together? I mean, seriously,
because
that's
in
another
his
choice.
brain,
People don't.
Autism.
Yeah, people don't understand.
that will
these
get the
little
most
choices
notice
add
in
up.
his head.
Yeah, but that is such an obnoxious combination of colors. It's so bad. Like, Josh, you failed in that moment of your life. You failed. You failed when you chose the music. You failed when you chose the topic. You failed when you chose that beard. You failed when you opened your mouth and moved your upper lip 4 inches north. The guy's failing constantly. He's a fucking sandwich of it. Go ahead.
Tobacco is a product that does a lot of damage. Marijuana is infinitely worse, and it's something we do not want to encourage.
Aside from that statement being completely unsupported and an obvious lie pulled straight out of the
Even the
ass of
font was terrible.
Ooh. Did you see that gesture?
Almost.
God, it's like he rehearses this. I feel like he's
does
looking at a
rehearse.
mirror.
Can we rewind just a little bit like a...
It's so gawk.
There
God,
go,
it's awful.
play.
Worse, and it's something we do not want to encourage.
Aside from that statement being
Pause.
completely unsupported.
Oh, look at those teeth. Look at those teeth. My son
Little
is 7
rabbit
years
teeth.
old. He has bigger teeth than him.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like but
longer,
he's got gum.
longer teeth.
Yeah. It's almost like he's built for gnawing. He's like a little beaver. He's just like,
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Has anybody ever met, right? And I'm sure many people have met many people with short teeth like that. But have you ever met an intelligent person with really short teeth?
No. There's a direct correlation.
I haven't.
Guys
There's
seem to
got be.
notice things that I'd never think about. I've never looked
I've
at someone and
always
said you
noticed.
have weird
Always.
teeth.
Oh, Devin, we talked about this.
You know what's crazy?
Gummy people.
Yeah.
Gummy people. People with the big
Oh, yeah.
gums and not teeth. Ew.
I know, and that's what's crazy is that he's gummy and he opens his upper portion of his mouth. So it's like a terrible combination. It's a perfect storm of a mouth disaster. And this sweater is cloaking those puffy nipples. Do you think he's been working on those ever since that he posted that to Twitter? Those goddamn A cups he's rocking. We should do a GoFundMe to get this guy a man bra. How much? Can we do that? Does GoFundMe?
Puffy nipples. We need the puffy nipples.
Continue.
Reported in an obvious lie pulled straight out of the ass of Canada's former Prime Minister and leader of the Conservative Party. Let's take a look at Islam.
So stupid.
Why?
That damn music. And by the way, that music, like he failed not only in the choice of the music, which is ghastly, but the volume. Why would you keep the volume that high? It's like competing with every stupid thing he's saying. Just like cut the volume by 80%, please.
Continue.
Stance on marijuana.
Intoxicants is the fabric of shaitan, of Satan. Stay away from it. The Prophet ﷺ says everything that intoxicates takes the ruling of alcohol. Even
This guy's better teeth than Josh.
I don't get his point. What is he like saying? Oh, this Muslim guy is against cannabis, and
Seriously, I'm so lost on the specifics of what is being said here. Like all I'm seeing is like red exclamation points and music and puffy nipples, and I'm lost. I mean, how fresh is it to cut to some cleric, some Muslim dude who's saying something, and then Josh is going to point out what's wrong about what he's saying. Let's hear it, Josh. Let's give him a chance here. Let's see if he's coming with some
let's see.
witty shit.
It's not finished.
gasoline and
no
it makes
way.
you high is haram.
Down. I'm sorry, I'm doing the peanuts.
I was watching.
I would love to see Charlie Brown just like as a transparent PNG just come across here and just
You
like,
worked on that, right?
animated. Yeah, the movie, Peanuts movie.
Yeah, I watched it today.
Continue.
Whatever makes you high is
Jesus.
haram.
Now let's take a look at how the terrorist organization ISIS.
Look at his left arm again.
Which one's the left? The tattoo arm or the one that he hasn't
What
used
looks,
so
what looks
far?
right to you? What looks right
His
to
left.
Okay.
Feels about marijuana.
في أمريكا وأوروبا منتشر جدا يعني يسمى مرجوانا أو ويد. هذه العمال أتينا بهم لكي ينزل هذا المنكر بإذن الله يتم حرقه إن شاء الله. الله أكبر.
That's probably gonna get.
This is his video, damn it.
What?
Yeah. So he shows Allahu Akbar videos of them burning weed,
What?
not chopping people's heads off. Yes, exactly.
What is the point of this? How do we go from Canadian politics to Sharia law to freaking the Peanuts soundtrack to fucking burning pot?
Is
What
his
is
point
this?
that Canada doesn't follow
This is-
Sharia law because and ISIS?
Every time I hear
is a
that, I'm
freaking-
going to hear Peanuts.
Yeah. This is like a seriously like a trash can fire situation. Why was this video made? What was the point? What does he expect to do with this video? Who's he attracting with this?
I don't know.
Not many
find
people.
out.
Yeah, you might want to wind down a little.
I think he'll finish with a bang. Let's see how he does.
تكبير.
Alright, now using the same argument that's been used against the Liberal government by rebel media, we have
Closer.
just proven that Harper is pushing the same agenda as ISIS by using their own standard of evidence.
Fact is a product that does a lot of damage. Marijuana is infinitely worse, and it's something.
Look at that video editing.
Wait.
Okay, hold on, pause. Do you guys realize, like, do you see the, he put the Harper, is that Harper, right? Up in the top left? And the guy in this scene is pouring the flammable,
Kerosene,
whatever,
I suppose.
alcohol, kerosene, right? So he's covering it. He could have just as easily put that thing on the top right, okay? I'm telling you, that's a choice. Again, he failed. Okay, like, why, how aggravating is it that is covering the only person doing anything in this video?
Yeah, it's like that's the area of focus, and he's
Yeah,
covered it.
and like, and do you realize how simple it would have been to fix that? Like, Jesus Christ!
One thing.
And by the way, when Josh spoke, that last he did about 20 seconds of speaking. I didn't hear a single thing he said. Not a single thing registered. All I said, and you can play this back, was closer. The guy's face is closer to me. That's the only thing that was important to me. Like, God damn, I so want to fight this guy. Go ahead.
Did he say the same reasoning for the politicians? It's the same as ISIS.
That's amazing that you've actually. Wait, have you watched this before?
No, I haven't watched any of this.
Because it's really amazing to in like real time to actually. I love how like Anthony's like, you know what I've discovered? My life is precious and it's finite, and I want to do things with my time that's valuable and not boring. And he plays this video. This is the video out of the gates. We're coming with this.
I know I would laugh. That's the thing.
This is
right?
the least
I know I
relevant
would
content. I know. Okay, but it's just unbelievably. We're at the doldrums of the internet.
I know I'm giggling like a fucking schoolgirl. Carry on.
Continue.
Not want to encourage.
It's just so obvious that Harper will say anything he can. He says Islamic fundamentals are
You know, did you see how like unnatural that arm gesture was? It's almost like he's like a beauty pageant contestant, and he's like an awkward little 4-year-old, and he's been coached by like a movement specialist. And they're like, so maybe at this point of your dance, you could do a little snap, and just take your arm and just That's like, he's like a robot, man. It's crazy. It's so stiff. Imagine this guy dancing.
Oh God, I can't.
Continue.
And I also love
Sorry.
like if you're gonna have sleeves of tattoos, you're gonna be into screamo metal, and you have a full-on beard in an attempt to be more manly, and then you wear that sweater, negating all of that, like as if flowery arms and like a jihadist beard is a good thing. But I mean, this like rolled sleeves rolled up.
His sweater. How's he going to wash that on his own without his grandmother's help?
But you know what's crazy? Before this video, he was like, "Should I roll the sleeves up or not?" I mean, because I want to kind of show off the tats. I'm planning to do a bunch of gestures with my arms. It's sort of like my trademark thing. Damn it! People wonder why I don't go on video. This is what I'm missing out on. Missing out on my clothing choices. And
Oh Christ! Carry on, like.
Canadian law.
Obviously, our programs are aimed at trying to treat people who have drug addictions, but we maintain tough laws against those who traffic in.
So now, do you believe that this line of reasoning is a logical way?
Look his left hand. Look his left hand.
Weird.
Look at his
Like
left
a
hand
flipper.
there. It's like a fish.
Yeah, the geometry of that is wrong. The angle is seriously not correct.
It's like a flipper.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Any political party, or is it just a bullshit propaganda technique used to smear your opposition?
That's it.
That was it.
No.
Yeah.
He did
no,
not
yeah.
write that.
Oh no. Yeah. That was it. That was it.
That was the outro.
That was it. That was it. Yeah.
Just like mid-sentence, just like nothing. Just how random.
It's not going. All right. Whoa. Calm down, Leica.
I've not clicked it yet. It's paused.
Pause.
It's paused?
Pause.
Is it
Pause.
paused for you?
No, I can still see it.
Yeah, it's paused.
No, it's playing for me. It's playing for me.
Is it playing for you?
Why?
It's playing for me.
Okay,
Oh,
go on.
we
There
have,
we go. It's paused.
we're having a breakdown. Okay.
Christ.
Well,
Francesca ran.
wow.
Whoa, what the
You
Let
might
us.
just be.
Pause.
There we
Can we
go.
please?
It was being funny for me. It's fine now.
Okay.
Okay.
That was an unbelievable first video, but I do like the format, and I like.
Thank you.
Leica's clicking is quite loud though.
Sorry, I'm
That's my
going to get a
constructive.
silent mouse even. Too.
It's like click, 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 click.
I'll get an ergonomic mouse or something.
But we could get.
So-
we could. This works, right? This works
Yeah,
if we. Yeah, I mean, it works.
In theory.
It's amazing. This girl, has she ever done anything good or of worth, or is she just a constant irritant?
I don't know
Racist.
her history.
No.
I don't know if she's.
I mean, she's like leading. She's leading the charge against white people.
I think
She's
that's
like
all
on
she
the
does.
SS fuck white people. Yeah.
25 likes,
Yeah, I mean-
5 dislikes
What are you talking about? This video?
on your channel, honey.
Oh,
I can deal with
62 people watching. Is that the most people you've ever had watching a live thing?
it. No.
Oh, really?
No.
Fuck. We need
Here's
to
what I
sort
hate
the
about this
graphics
girl.
out. The graphics are too small as well. Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Tim.
No, I can fix
Okay,
that
this
in
girl-
the next one. Sorry. Go on.
What she does is she puts on a demeanor, like she's very affected. She puts on this affect where it's like she's performing. So she's like, "Hey, I'm really chipper right now," and it's not comedy. It's not actually funny what she's saying or how she's saying it, but she thinks like it just comes across as so fake. Like the real her, like once the camera goes off, is nothing like this version of her that you're seeing. Do you guys get that too with her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely.
Like I don't even know what this video is about, and I already know it's going to be anti-white. Like that's
Oh, yeah.
the reason she exists.
Well, I mean, it's obviously one of the reasons why we're playing it, but fuck, yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Ready?
And if you're anti-white, I'm anti-you.
Me too.
Sure.
A Black Bill Gates in the making. But if you look at the statistics,
Wait. 1 second.
Wait a minute. Look at the statistics. What about Bill Gates? A black Bill Gates in the making? What? Is she going to hype up black people in it right now? And like, see, that's a normal gum-sized gum to teeth ratio there. I mean, I'm just getting fascinated with her face.
Someone told me that she talks out of the side of her mouth, and I haven't been able to avoid looking at it since
Yeah.
I
can
like
see
it.
video played.
Yeah, you play this because I need to go to the bathroom.
Okay,
Play
okay.
it. Just deal with
Yeah,
Devon.
that's good.
Go.
you're probably not.
I hate that intro.
America is one of the wealthiest countries in the history of the world. No joke. But most people wouldn't believe it if you told them. Why? Because most of us will.
Why would no one believe that America was one of the wealthiest countries in the world?
Because most of us will never see that wealth. That's the answer. That's what she's about to tell us. But yeah, I guess this is about the income gap or wow.
Yeah, but if you compare that to Africa or Russia, we're still miles ahead.
All I know is that I already know who's to blame. It's white people.
Let's find out.
Let's just cut cut to the chase.
Never see that wealth. The top 0.1% of Americans have as much wealth as the bottom 90% of Americans combined, which doesn't leave much for the rest of us. So who are...
Pause. Back up.
Back up.
You were not quick on the pause there. Yeah, I want to talk about that graphic. And I want to talk about all the graphics they use. Go a little bit forward.
A little bit forward.
A little bit forward. I want to see the black people at the bottom. There you go. Okay, so like they must have a stock photography account, and they go there and they find pictures of white people. Like the graphic artists there are like, pick people of color, so we can put them at the bottom, and then people at the top. So why at the top is not Jay-Z and Beyonce and Will Smith, and at the bottom is the millions of people, white people in poverty, there are twice as many white people in poverty as there are black.
Yeah.
So how is that? How she's framing this? This is not. And by the way, Asian. Why is she down there?
Yeah, but
she's got to be in the middle, if not the top. Yeah, she doesn't look poor at all. What is that? She has a fancy haircut and everything. And neither does the girl on the left, by the way, too. She's gonna live a charmed life. She's a freaking Playboy model. It looks like, Yeah. Ridiculous. Like, why not show actual poor people down there?
None of them actually look like poor people.
But they frame it like this every time, where it's just like, screw you, white people. Here's a graphic of it. Here's me talking about it. Here's the entire video about it.
This is how they perceive themselves.
And I just think sometimes a picture is worth a thousand words. And I find it fascinating. Like, what do they expect? Do they want communism? They don't want a triangle effect here?
But what
they want to flatten out the triangle?
In like a majority white country. So if we went to Japan, it's going to be mainly Japanese in the top 1%.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. Like, do you expect there not to be rich people? Do you think that those rich people are literally taking the money from the poor people?
They don't like
or are they generating it themselves? Yeah, it's just bizarre. They think there's like X amount of money in the world, and these people just have an unfair share of it due to oppression or something. It's weird. It's a very odd. They realize like money, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, the 1%, that's success, isn't it? They've succeeded of their own accord. It's not like they've just magically gotten all this money because they're white. They've had to build companies.
But here's what I love. Like, not even one white person on the bottom. So do you have any idea how many poor white people there are in this country? And not one is represented there in that graph. Because I guess it would take away from the beautiful, like, just totality of how they're viewing the situation. Where it's just like white and black, color versus the whites. That's all it is.
In America, you have the same per capita. Actually, per capita, when you come to Latinos that are in poverty as black people. It's like 36% for both of them.
Yeah, but they don't commit anywhere near the same amount of crimes.
Plus, they don't look at them because they're white as well. Well, most of them are white, aren't they?
Yeah, I love those Latinos.
Yeah, it makes them uncomfortable.
Which doesn't leave much for the rest of us. So who are the majority of these yacht-riding, sports car driving, super wealthy elite? I'll give you a hint. Who has historically held the most power in our society? Is it old white guys? Yes! Everybody loses! Out of the 500...
That's so fucking obnoxious and shrill. And first of all, who has historically done anything in this country?
White people.
It doesn't matter what the rest of the question is. It's always going to be white people. Who has died the most in the history of this country? White people. It's like, yes, this was a overwhelmingly white country. The further back you go, unless you want to go back to the Indians, which they don't count because they're whatever, screw them. But it's like, it's just so crazy that she would frame it like that. And she's like, old white people? Wait a minute. So those old white people don't have families? They didn't have kids? They didn't pass their wealth on to the younger white people? Like, they're not... It's so weird how she makes the boogeyman the old white guy.
What's wrong with the old white guy? Why specifically go for the old one, though? Is it because she's looking at like famous pictures of founding fathers and stuff? Or
it's anti-Santa bigotry is what it is.
40 billionaires in the United States, just 3 are black. Hey, Oprah! I see you, girl!
That can't be true, can it? Only 3 billionaires are black.
And if it's not true, who cares? And what is she saying?
Be a billionaire, though.
But what is she saying there? That she wants it to be 13% black? I mean, like, sorry, you don't get to be a billionaire. Yeah. We're not going to even that out for you. It's like, hey, all you other billionaires, right? If you want to have more billionaires, then become a billionaire. Yeah. Nobody's stopping you. Shit.
Are they talking like, do you know, with the women's glass ceiling?
Are
they using that for black people? Like black people
here's
can't
the thing.
earn
She's not going to do a follow-up video to this where she finds a country that is predominantly black and has like a small white percentage and go, and in this African nation, most of the super rich are black. And the whites don't make it, they're not even as rich as these top black elite. It's like, this sort of makes complete sense. And yet she doesn't want to spin it like that. She wants it to be racist.
Yeah. Hate her.
So do I.
Play again?
Yes, you should.
Yes.
Welcome back, Anthony.
I'm sorry.
And everybody at home, when a pee takes 7 minutes, that's a poop.
No, that wasn't a pee. No, I had a technology malfunction. Good.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
So why are the super wealthy super white? Well, that explanation could take all day. But let's look at a few reasons why we have a racial wealth gap in America. First, our education.
Shut up. I hate her like chipper voice about it. Why are they super white? Why are you super black, bitch?
Quite happy for someone who's oppressed.
Yeah, they're super white because, sorry, that's the way they did it. Are you going to talk about slavery? Do you think slavery is going to come up here?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Yes, I think it will. Always does.
Of course it will.
No.
System is still separate and still unequal. 60 years after Brown versus the Board of Education desegregated.
How do you figure? How do you figure? How is it separate? Okay, hold on, let's see her. She might have a point. I don't think she does. So we'll see.
Okay.
More than 2 million black students still attend schools where 90% of the student body is made up of people of color. And these schools are
Fuck off.
Wait a minute. That's not separate. That's not separate in the same way. Before it was illegal. It was like the rule was you cannot mix the races in schools. Now it's just by region. And if your neighborhood is primarily one thing, that's going to be your thing. I mean, your school's going to reflect that. How is she trying to conflate those two things?
I don't know what student body is. Is it like your school council?
Yeah.
No, just the percentage of race of the races in the schools. The student body, just the people in the actual schools.
Surely 90% people are white, did she say, or people of color?
She was talking about people of color, I think. But continue.
Okay.
more likely to have less experienced, low-paid teachers who are less likely to be certified. One reason that schools in communities of color are so neglected is that unlike many other Western countries, our federal government provides very
I love how
little
she smiles while she's telling it.
Wait, very little educational funding? I know, it's a smile. It's like, I'm being completely racist and anti-white right now, but it's okay because I'm performing like this and I'm smiling as I do it. Like, wait a minute. So
do not touch my fucking hair. Although I do want to touch your hair. Her hair is amazing.
Yeah.
Why would you want people touch my hair when it's curly?
By the way, the educational funding for public schools applies to every school that is filled with every race. How is she trying to pin this?
Probably thinks they get less funding.
No,
I went to a public high school. Go ahead.
Educational funding. Instead, property taxes are the main source of school funding, and that's where the problem comes in. Let me explain. Take a community filled with million-dollar mansions. The high property taxes paid from those communities funnel into the schools around them. This gives them the money they need for every.
No, yes,
First of all, this is garbage. This is not the way it is. This is a twisted view of how schooling works. First of all, there's all sorts of different kinds of school system setups, and it varies state to state. But like my school, for example, my high school was in the Palisades, a very affluent neighborhood. But we bussed in people, Mexicans and blacks, and they got the benefit of all of our property tax paid school, I guess. So how does that make sense?
But what's wrong it's just with that? Because surely the people who are successful, the school that's around them,
yeah, you want the best.
It.
Of course, you want the best schools possible, and we should fund the schools. But it's like people are getting bussed around and shipped to different schools here and there. So this is quite a strange way to get to the fuck white people narrative.
It's white people's fault.
She'll get there. She will get there.
Everything from new computers to field trips and certified teachers. Then take a community filled with lower income housing.
Hold on, pause that. I like how the certified teacher is a white woman. Why? I mean, are you telling me there's no black or people of color that are certified teachers? Do you see, like, I'm telling you, like, you might think each one of these things is like anecdotal and doesn't represent their true view. Watch every graphic they put up. Okay, there's thought put into each and every one. So this is the certified teacher, y'all. They're the white people.
similar amount of money is being funneled into the schools in those communities, leaving many students attending schools that are literally falling apart, with fewer resources to invest in extracurriculars, books, teachers, and all of the other resources needed.
Okay.
Is
Have
that
you guys
also
ever
white
seen
people's
video?
fault?
Yes. Have you guys ever seen video what happens in like inner city schools? Like just the chaos, the fights, the disrespect that they give to the teachers.
Stabbings.
Yeah, it's just absolute madness. And the teachers interview any of them, and they are qualified teachers in those schools who are like, yeah, this is insane. We've given up. All we're trying to do is like keep these people from killing each other. This is a daycare center. I mean, we have no expectations of what's going to happen here. So it's, I mean, there's once again, there's no responsibility taken from the community and from the students themselves or the families involved. You know, so that topic will not be brought up. You know, we're not going to get a scathing analysis of the PTAs in the inner cities and where are the parents and why aren't they doing anything? No.
You're responsible for, even as a kid, you're responsible for your own education. Pay attention in school, do your homework.
Isn't just that though, like around, I mean, from my experience of the school system in America is that it's way better than England because the way that they want to integrate the parents into it. If the parents want to be, taking a part of it, and they do. Whereas in England, from my experience, they don't give a shit. The kids are just left to run wild, and that's what happens.
The idea here is that you could throw money at this problem and make it better. And the stats of high school attendance, let alone graduation, within the black community is atrocious. And to pin that on just, we're not getting enough money. And who has the money? The white people. So it's the white people's fault that the black students aren't showing up to class. It's not the parents. It's not the black student. No, it's the white people.
It's the people who have literally nothing to do with it.
It's so maddening. Go ahead.
Prepare students for college and high-paying jobs. But climbing into the 1% is not just about doing well in school. Gaining wealth starts with property, and home is where the prejudice is. Let's look at the national median value of 3 houses.
Fuck, mate.
White.
We need to pause there.
Well, continue. She's about to make another
Homeowner's house is worth $85,800. The black homeowners, $50,000, and the Latino homeowners, $48,000. Why is there this huge gap? Well, because
does that mean to the same logic she's using? Sorry.
I can't talk.
Yeah, the logic that she's using. So, white people oppress black people because of that. Does that mean that black people oppress Latinos because Latinos are worse off than black people?
Well, first of all, there's absolutely nothing mysterious about those numbers. No. White people live in better neighborhoods, period, end of story. Why don't you change that to black NBA basketball players, the median average, of their households is $3 million. Like, well, why is that? Because they have the money, so they afford to live in better neighborhoods. This is not some conspiracy. What is the point? How could you possibly make this into a racist point?
Everything is racist.
I mean, does anybody, it's almost like, here's what it is. It's as if these people have never been to these communities. Go to a Mexican neighborhood. Go to a black neighborhood. Go to a white neighborhood. I've done that. Okay, you drive around LA, you'll do that in about 10 minutes. And you'll see these different neighborhoods, and the value of the houses makes perfect sense. How is this an evil plot from the white man? She's about to tell us, though. Here we go. Why is there a huge gap?
Yeah.
Because homes in white neighborhoods are valued higher than in neighborhoods where people of color live. You can trace this.
No. Do you hear she said? Do you hear how she just said white neighborhoods? They're not valued higher because they're white neighborhoods. They're better neighborhoods. Period. From any way you want to measure that. I mean, my neighborhood, the Pacific Palisades, where like Anthony Hopkins and Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg and Kobe Bryant live. I mean, do you think Kobe's there because it's a white neighborhood? No, he's there because it's a great neighborhood. This is not a mystery. And again, it's not because it's white. But that's how she framed it.
It's like a...
I mean, like what? If you have a bunch of money and you're in LA, you're not going to be like, hey, I should go to live in Compton. It's a black neighborhood, but I feel at home there. And your real estate agent is going to be like, why? The houses are terrible. The crime rate's, up through the roof. Don't do that. Go to the Palisades. How is this confusing to anybody?
You have to pay to get better, don't you?
Yes. And look at O.J. Simpson. What did he do the second he got money? And he came from the slums of Chicago. He left his community and he went to Brentwood. He went to the white neighborhood with the nice houses And ask OJ if that's a better neighborhood than, the black neighborhoods in LA or in Chicago. He'll be the first to tell you it is. No, the fact that those neighborhoods are white, that just enrages her. They tend to be white. Okay, so what? Go to Buenos Aires, like I used to live, and you live in Palermo, which is the upscale part of the city, versus downtown in the Congreso district, and it's wildly different. One is a nice neighborhood, the other is a total clusterfuck. And they're all brown people. It's not a white thing there. It's a money thing. It's a fact thing. It's just some neighborhoods are better than others. Sorry.
Yep.
Where do you think this girl lives, by the way, now that she's making MTV money? Do you think she's staying in her little hood rat place that she comes from? No. She moved out.
I agree with that.
And go ahead.
Sorry.
Back to the passing of the National Housing Act of 1934, which created residential security maps to outline areas in big cities that were safe for real estate.
God, I hate this one. Oh, Christ.
Oh, nice pause.
Look at that face.
That's an at-home.
Perfect.
Look, what's going on with her forehead? It looks like she has like a bullet hole, or actually looks like one of the sparrows from Game of Thrones. I think they do like a engraving right on the forehead.
It's more of a predator.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, strange.
Yeah.
Looks like a tetanus shot.
Keep playing it like it.
You see where this is headed? Housing
You see where it's
discrimination?
headed?
Yes.
What?
Still losing. Existing neighborhoods of
Okay, hold
scary
on.
black folk were
Stop
Hold on.
pausing.
Pause.
It's pause now.
Hold on. Okay, now the buzzword discrimination has been inserted into this conversation. How is this discrimination? Housing discrimination? How? Can somebody explain to me where the discrimination is?
I don't think she.
Based on race? Like I don't get it. Like is the discrimination the person that sets the value on the house? So some agent comes by and goes, "Yeah, this house is kind of shit because this neighborhood is shit." And and she's saying that guy is racist because he's only saying that because it's a black neighborhood. Or could it be that the house actually doesn't have as much value because it's not as big of a house or as nice of a house, or it doesn't have the schools or the amenities in the community
as well, which people in the area
Yes.
are responsible for the house price.
This is a cold, hard fact. Basically, all this video is her observing the fact that black people tend to live in shitty neighborhoods and white people don't.
Maybe
And
the
she's
black
like,
people made
fuck,
it
that's
shitty,
terrible.
but-
Right, that cannot be our fault. Don't you remember that video where like gentrification is colonization, or
Yeah.
some black racist chick was doing some video. She's like, he hates
that was
white people coming to the hood.
Yeah.
Right. All this is her trying to process her rage about the status quo, which is that white people tend to have more money than black people. Can you guys see that and acknowledge that?
Yeah, we see it. In Liverpool, there's an area. It's not segregated. They can move out. It's really easy to move out of the area. They just won't. And it's all the black people have stayed there after segregation, and they've just turned it into a shithole. It's
But
disgusting.
here's the thing.
It's
Look,
dangerous.
meanwhile, if anybody who has money comes into your neighborhood, then they're welcomed. Look at Tommy Sotomayor. He lives in Arizona, the white state, right?
Yeah.
He has a bunch of money. He comes in, buys a house. Do you think the people welcomed him with open arms? They're like, cool, welcome,
There's nothing
nice.
stopping them.
Nobody's stopping anybody from doing anything. Look at all the millionaire black people in our country. It's not.
She's saying
Look at the
there's
president.
free billionaires, then that still means that black people can be billionaires. There's just not as many.
And what a
of them.
bizarre, what a bizarre stat. Like, she didn't want to go to the millionaire thing, like, which would probably be a little bit more evened out. I know. She didn't want to do that because, there's a lot of black millionaires. Not so many billionaires. Like, why don't we just say trillionaires? There's two of them.
It's
They're both
first world
white.
problem. A first world problem. There's not enough black billionaires. Come on.
I know, seriously, talk
play
about a
it,
first world problem.
And this whole video is about the 1%. So I don't know why we're now talking about average house prices when that has
Yeah, well,
nothing to do with billionaires.
We're all talking
Still don't
about the
understand how it's
non-problem.
discrimination.
Yeah, play it.
Meaning that people in those areas were refused home or business loans because they lived in an area deemed to be a financial risk. For prospective black property owners, this was
No,
terrible.
that is such
Time
a lost
machine.
job. That is
Time machine.
garbage.
Do you
I
wanna
like
go
how she
back?
just said that. Yeah. So now, by the way, now it's not just the people that are evaluating house value; it's the bankers who refuse loans to people because race. And I guess the bankers are all white. I guess. I mean, I've never
Yes,
seen a black
obviously.
banker.
All of them.
That doesn't exist.
Yes.
Right. Fucking A.
Yeah. Good.
Okey-doke.
Terrible. If you didn't have the cash to buy up front, there was no way to get a loan for a home or business. To make things worse, blacks were all but barred from buying homes in white neighborhoods, either by restrictive racial covenants, which forbade white people from selling property to black folks, or
Why are we talking about something from like 1920s or something?
Yeah, what year does she think it is? To whites only. Look at
Time
that.
machine.
And by the way,
She was
I
going
love
there
this
anyway.
graphic here. Do you see that graphic with the black father? Where did they find that? Where did they dig that black father up?
Look
That
at the
is
white retail agent there.
seriously
Blonde
guaranteed
hair.
that
Aryan.
Yes.
that's incredible. Yeah, look at that Swedish, just Nordic woman selling. I mean, if you find a black father,
You are
who
under my
is gonna-
control.
a black
That was a
father who's going to
terrible
settle down in a
German
house like that. Yeah, you might as well give him a
Yeah.
parade. That guy deserves a standing ovation. He's rare as can be.
I remember,
Good.
look at the cardigans
Do
on
it.
them. They're
No,
lovely.
look at that. I love that. I love that graphic.
because
Oh,
of
Christ.
domestic
Good.
violence. So home values declined, driving down the
Did
money.
you just see the white woman get a pitchfork then? Like it was something out of the
What?
West, right?
Oh,
The white woman in the graphic that we were looking at before, she just randomly got a pitchfork out and started
Wait a
shaking
minute.
it at the black.
wait a minute. Here's what I love.
Oh,
Did you
who's
see
that?
that house that they just? The house in the last graphic was like a nice big house. Apparently the black family didn't get into that house because of racism, and now they're in this little one-bedroom house here. And now she's saying home values declined. No, they didn't decline. They're living in a house that is of less value. That's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
They're,
good
they're
point.
trying to every single thing that is
Somebody
blaming
else's
white
fault.
people here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Continue.
Collected from property taxes, which denied people of color higher quality educations, leading to fewer
Oh,
people
fuck
of color
you,
in high-paying
bitch.
jobs.
She's literally talking about the 1920s now. She's not.
And here's what I love too: worse education. Like, first of all, public education is not stellar across the board.
No.
You have to bust ass, and there are scholarships. There are ways to get ahead if you bust ass. But the black people don't make it that far. They're dropping out of school, and I love how they're not involved in this. It's the education's fault. It's you see how like
Yeah,
all
total-
responsibility is
yeah.
just removed
Take away
from
all
these people?
agency from black people.
Yes.
Fuck that. Go ahead.
And deepening the racial wage gap. And the vicious cycle of oppression was born, where it became incredibly difficult
Ah,
for black
oppression.
families to amass wealth over generations, which is
Fuck
important
off.
because
Yeah,
thanks
oppression.
to
Look at that bitch there making a video on MTV while she's oppressed. Fuck off. It's just pointless. Go ahead.
compound interest, old money is a lot of money. Why are white people the wealthiest people in our country? Basically because they always have been. Have your parents ever
That makes sense. though. You give your money to your child.
Yeah.
So in a sense,
Ah,
wealth
go
is
ahead, man.
kind of hereditary.
Yeah, but I mean, here's what I don't
But you
get
live
about
in
that.
America.
What is the problem with that? How else would you expect that to be? Wouldn't it be fucking bizarre if it's like, who are the richest people in America? The slaves that we freed a couple hundred years ago.
It's not gonna make
What?
sense.
That's fucking mental. Why would that be the case?
They have
Okay.
like, every opportunity in front of them in America to be able to make something out of themselves.
But
they
here's the
don't.
point. If you have wealth and you have a family, and theoretically you love your family, you pass on your wealth to them, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, guess who else is going to be rich? Jada and Will's children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Will Smith's children and their children and their children. They're all going to be rich for generations. Is she going to throw a tizzy about that? No. No, everybody gets it. We all get it.
Give it to the slaves.
Reparations.
Yep.
Give me money.
Go ahead. Play.
Hand out,
loaned
hand
you
out.
a small amount of money, like $10,
Oh, look at the head.
$50? How
God,
about
just the
a
head
million?
movement. Just the head movement. I hate.
Look at that neck.
Just the
Look
head
at that neck. That neck is not going to age well. When you have those tendons, yeah. Now,
Yes.
look at these parents. Yeah, how many white people's parents hand them $1 million? Yeah, that's really the general. Yeah,
I did that to my son this morning.
You're just
Yeah,
born with a
of course.
trust fund when you're
Yeah.
white, aren't you?
He didn't know what the
Yeah.
fuck to do.
how do you think Autopsy 87 has so much time to make videos? Guy's a trust fund baby. He got sitting on $1 million.
In dollars. Yeah. Mine neither. But that's the small loan that Donald Trump was given from his
Oh
father.
God!
that
Time
went
out!
on-
Okay, wait a minute. Are you telling me? Okay, as a representative of a white guy from America, And this whole discussion is about fuck white people and fuck all of them and fuck the system and fuck the entire country filled with white people throughout our history. And now she holds up an example, and that example is Donald Trump.
Yes.
As if he's representative of anything. We all hate the guy. We know he's a rich little spoiled brat. But what is this? This is not emblematic of just white people. She still is not going to address the fact that there's twice as many poor whites as there are blacks. And what about the middle class? What about every non-rich white person, of which there are hundreds of millions?
Though. She's saying the 1%, but then she talks about like working class people's homes. So what the hell has that got to do with the 1%?
Right. So what about the middle class, lower middle class, working white family in Pennsylvania? Oh, but you're kind of like Donald Trump, aren't you? No, they're not.
It's unrealistic spectrum. She goes to the.
To build his billion-dollar empire. And it's not just the famously wealthy. Lots of businesses get their start from family loans or investments. The truth is that old money has helped a lot of people build their fortunes. Many of the richest people in America had families that amassed their wealth 70, 100, or as much as 200 plus years ago. Like Jacqueline Mars and Forrest Mars Jr.
Who are they? Who are they?
Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo for you.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this, jealousy? I mean, literally, what is she saying? Those people should stop being successful and wealthy.
I don't know.
Because we are not.
Stop being rich. Give all your money away and get on with it, please. Stop being white for a start.
Yeah, it's like, here's an example, Anthony. Like, this whole thing is based off the fact that slavery is the moment in history that divides this entire. She's like, we didn't have a fair start because we had slavery and we had all these generations of poor and downtrodden people. In England,
yeah, because you don't get that in England.
Yeah, but the people in Africa are fucking poor. I mean, sorry, the people in Africa are poor, and they still would have.
Yeah, but that's why Devin's asking me that, right? Sorry. Because he knows what my answer's going to be. Black people in England are an entirely different species. Yeah. Entirely different.
Okay, but here's the thing. Forget black people in England. Just talk anybody in England. Who is rich in England? It's the people that came from rich parents. It's the elite class of England. You have the working class, you have the.
Oh, you mean
the
like rich? Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Like it's people who owned property, who owned houses. They have an estate or whatever. That's the rich people. That's my family. My family had estates. What?
An own land.
And right, and it's the working class was always. It was very difficult to get up into that. But of course, there wasn't a racial divide there, so you can't do a sexy video about that and be like, why is this Cockney, garbage man? Why doesn't he own a home in, North London? It's because he can't afford it because his parents were working class. It's because his parents, I just don't get it. Why is there just this hatred? That's just life.
The hatred.
She's describing something that
understand.
It's just jealousy, though. Okay, look, Carl Pilkington. Yeah. He comes from nothing. His parents had no money. They had a caravan. They would take it to Wales for their vacation, right? Mm-hmm. Now he's a multimillionaire. Now he's going to buy shit, and his children. He doesn't have children, but he's going to help out whoever he wants to help out, and he's going to pass that along. But where in this is there something that's unfair happening? That's the question I have for you.
Yeah, because there is no unfairness.
Slavery.
You're not entitled to be rich.
Slavery.
Yeah.
It's not your right to be rich.
If you happen to perchance meet the right person, which is pretty much what Carl did.
And if you get ahead,
Carl was a radio producer at the time.
Yeah, he was, but he was kind of But he met Ricky Gervais. He wasn't doing that good.
He already had a few 100,000, and then Ricky Gervais made him a millionaire.
But you know what I'm saying.
No,
but here's the point.
Station radio producer.
He was just a scrubby guy with a low-paying job. I don't think it was some elite job.
No, it wasn't. No, it was.
But we're off the point. Here's the point, you guys. If somebody gets rich, good for them. Yeah. Well done. And I fully expect you to give that to your children. Would never expect anything other than that. Why is she complaining about the rich people as if they owe her?
Because they're white.
Yeah, and
it's
why
just
is
a racial thing. That's all it is. It's just a racist thing.
Yeah. And do you guys like how she mentioned Oprah earlier? Like, Oprah's above this, apparently. So her billions they can't be touched. Yeah. That's fine. For Oprah to become a billionaire, that's fine. That's she earned that. That's no problems whatsoever. But for everybody else, all the white people who don't have $1 billion, we shouldn't be mad at Oprah because she's black and noble and she sort of should be a billionaire. It's
Fuck
weird.
that bitch. No, yeah,
But
it
Trump,
is really
no,
weird.
Trump doesn't serve it. Right. Go ahead.
Because I was of the understanding when I lived in England that if you profess to be successful, then English people will hate you, but American people will love you because they want.
Okay. Well, here's a famous line from one of the podcasts early on with Carl Pilkington and Ricky. And Carl was talking, I was walking around London the other day. He was new to London because he's from the north. And he was like, and I'm looking at these houses and I'm going, how in the fuck do these people come up with enough money to buy this house? He's like, I have a job. I know how much a regular job pays. There's no way with a regular job you're getting enough money to buy this house. And this is a working class guy from England, Manchester, making that same observation. He's white. He doesn't have privilege. He doesn't have auto richness. This is just jealousy.
Yeah. It is completely.
And racism, by the way. It's jealousy hidden, posing as being like social justice, but really it's just racism towards white people.
It's like, why aren't I a billionaire? Oh, well, it must be because I'm black. It's freaking retarded thinking. And then they try and rationalize it, and they've made this video to try and explain how it's unfair and racist, and they've done nothing but moan about a problem that is entirely down to them.
Play the video.
Right.
Okay.
Both worth $23.4 billion. Their family made a killing by developing the Mars Candy empire in the early 1900s. Or the DuPont family, who came from French nobility and started the DuPont gun
really
company.
successful people that have done a lot of decent shit.
What is the point of this commentary?
How is the color of the skin relevant to this?
She's just literally
It's the most racist
naming off.
bitch I've
She's
ever
like,
fucking
the Rockefellers, they did well in business. They were white. Fuck them. I mean, what is this? This is retarded. By the way, these families built this country.
If there was a massive black family that was there.
But let's say the guy who... Go on.
No, go.
If someone invented the internet and they were black, and then they brought it to like a patent company or started trying to sell it, no one would say, oh, we're not going to take that off you because you're black.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't. And by the way, going into the past, the further back you go, the more white the country was. So any sort of thing you dig up, it's going to be white people. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's only people.
I'm not sorry.
Like
I'm actually
this.
not sorry. I'm not sorry.
Well, no, I'm not fucking sorry.
If we were having this conversation about an Asian place, it would be mainly Asians. I don't get how they expect anything other than the majority people to be white, doing the best. And white people are also doing the worst in America at the same time, in many different areas. Sorry.
Play a video.
Okay.
Company in 1802. Now it's a 200-year-old conglomerate, and the family is still one of the richest in the country.
Good for them.
15 billion. So
Yep.
why isn't there more old money in the black community? Well, 60 years ago,
slavery.
we
Because he
couldn't
didn't
even sit at
fucking
the
have
same
any.
lunch counter as white people, let alone start businesses or earn anywhere near as much money as them. And don't forget, only 200 years ago, we were considered property and not people in this.
There you
There you
go,
go. That's-
slavery.
There we go.
3/4 of the way through, and we got there. There we go.
Yeah.
So basically, she's saying, look, we are awesome. Black people are fucking amazing. We're actually probably better than white people. And it doesn't reflect that in the numbers and in the money and in the wealth because we've had this bad history, which is the fault of the white people. So it's fuck white people. We're better than you. We're going to have more money than you one day. Fuck all the rich white people, by the way. And yeah, happy smile on my face. Hope you enjoyed the video. That's what's happening.
Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Country. Still not convinced? Consider this. The typical black household has just 6% of the wealth of the typical
The white household.
Now do you see
white.
it? Oh,
Wait.
Fuck you.
Did they have a black father in that picture, by the way?
Can you go back
back?
and check?
I think they did.
Yeah.
There he is. And what is that, an uncle? Grandfather. A grandfather. Wait a minute. That is a double whammy. 2 black fathers that stayed in the family. That's never fucking happened. That is guaranteed stock photography. Fucking guaranteed.
Play.
now do you see it? Oh, I do. There are so many reasons why there's a racial wealth gap. And this is only the tip of the iceberg.
Funny.
People of color are routinely discriminated against in terms of labor markets, loans, and wages.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not even getting
What?
into the prison system.
No.
I don't know about you, but I don't need to be a billionaire to
What?
be happy in life.
Did she say
Hold on,
prison
what?
system?
Okay, wait
Yes.
a minute. Dude, wait a minute. I love that. The prison system, and by the way, you're going to hear the word systemic somewhere in that. But the prisons, there's a problem with the prison system because of the disparity of the people in the prisons and the races of those people, and it's not because the people committed crimes. Okay, your intuition might think like, these people probably committed crimes and that's why they're in prison. No, it's not that. It's something else, and if you trace it back, it's fuck white people, guaranteed. That's the bottom of that rabbit hole.
Play.
But I do believe that we should have an equal opportunity to thrive, regardless of our race or upbringing. And to do that, it's time we fight to create a country that doesn't just work for the 1%.
She means jihad, not fight.
Yeah, right. Wait a minute. So equal opportunity? This is almost like you want equal rights? Wait, is this civil rights? I mean, what law do you want passed? Please.
They have equal opportunity and equal rights. They don't have equal outcome because your outcome is based on your input, and they're not inputting enough.
This is the exact same narrative as the feminists with the wage gap. There's no difference here. And if you understand why that's a fallacy, you understand why this is.
Yeah. Agreed. Anything, Andy?
No.
What?
Do you have anything to say?
No, go.
Okay.
Play.
But for all of us, what do you think might help close the racial wage gap? Tell us in the comments below, and we'll see you next week here on Decode.
You're a racist bitch!
Oh, that's a terrible video, too.
Yeah.
I need the bathroom.
Wow. Yeah, go ahead.
Be back in a second.
Yes. Look at that.
So,
yes,
Anthony.
So, yeah, yes. So,
how do you think it's going?
I think it's going pretty well. You seem to like it.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, it's easy. This is what I do with my videos. I mean, it's really one take situation.
So we do this like every couple of weeks or something, and then you don't make videos because you've expurged everything that you want to get out of your system.
That is part of it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good content out there, and it is entertaining visually. And when you can change topics too, I think that's something good because you don't want to beat the same thing over and over again. And like you said, it gives a format, a structure to it.
Yeah. So I don't know if people like it. We're not going to carry this on too much longer because I know.
Okay.
Leica needs to go to sleep, and you need to go to sleep.
Okay.
It's like 10:15 here, but I'm good. No, I like it, and I didn't put much effort into actually picking the videos, although I did pick all of them. We've only got on to like 2 of them. The last 3, one of them has Steve Shives.
Yeah, so what did you find that video? What was it about it?
Well, this is well, I just saw Steve Shives, so I just picked it.
Oh,
the first 2. Well, Josh's I looked through and thought, yeah, that might be funny. And the Francesca Ramsey one, I looked through and thought, yeah, that might be fun. Well, that was as far as I got because I don't get much time to do this kind of shit. So,
well, I can make suggestions on that. There's a lot of videos. That
well, yeah, but we can also take them from the comments and everything else. So, I don't know. I'm just thinking, Devin, I've been mulling this over. Like we should do this kind of thing, and I don't have the technical ability, but like if we all enjoy doing it, then why the fuck, why wouldn't we do it?
I think it's fun to open it up to other topics like, well, first, like we've discussed Islam and race, but just also
the usual ones. Yeah, we'll do stupid stuff,
But like, entertainment, I would say, movies, pop culture, current events, things like that.
Mm-hmm. You can do literally anything you want.
Yeah, we'll do like movie
review of porn,
or porn movies, or whatever.
BronyCon, right?
All that shit. Yeah, we can do all that. Yeah. Like, just take it a different direction. I'm sick of fucking tired of talking about religion and other people's opinions on religion, and it just gets boring, right? It's fucking dull.
Of course.
Dull as shit. So let's do things on movies and things that we all find interesting. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. It's an absolute open forum with this one.
Have you guys seen Kung Fu Panda 3?
No.
I've seen the trailer. I've seen the trailer.
It's a really good movie. Jack Black is on fire, and Dustin Hoffman, Angelina Jolie. I watched it twice now.
I watched the Peanuts movie today.
Peanuts movie?
Say that again?
Good. The Peanuts movie, Charlie Brown.
It doesn't sound like there's a T in that word.
Peanuts. Peanuts.
Watermelon.
The Peanut movie.
Good. Yeah. I haven't seen it actually.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's like almost stop motion, but it's obviously CGI.
I still want to see that 10 Cloverfield Lane, but I haven't found a good stream of it.
I thought that had nothing to do with Cloverfield. They hid that it was at first. It definitely is now.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with it. You're right.
No, it is something to do with Cloverfield.
No, it is.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
No, but it's
yeah.
its own movie, is what I'm saying. It's very different.
I mean,
It's not like
Cloverfield was
handheld.
terrible. This one looks alright.
Yeah, Cloverfield was like it was a fancier version of like the Blair Witch, basically.
I thought it was alright.
Well, I think
First
it makes a
hour
better
was
trailer
horrible.
than a film.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that you could say that for a lot of films. So never gets more.
Yeah,
and
well,
you could
I was getting into
say that about
today.
life too. I mean, like a first date is a trailer, and usually your first date is better than the relationship.
Look at Devin going into it again.
What's our next?
I do like. Yeah. Next video.
I'll let Devin pick the next one. We have our friend who's like.
Let's avoid that racist Hitler. Yeah, I'm sick of the fuck white people narrative.
Yeah.
We have a short video by Brett Keane.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, I picked this one.
Never watched one. Never watched it.
This one.
Go for it. It's funny. It's funny as fuck. Only for one expression. Go over it. Good.
Everyone got it?
Yeah, good.
People, there'd be none of you left.
This is his channel.
Is that his actual intro?
This is his intro. Go ahead.
That's fucking gay.
It's awesome.
Demented. Brett Fonte.
That just tells me he thinks he's really cool, like in his own head.
Yeah, no.
Like, I want an eagle in the background. Or is that a crow?
Yeah,
It's
but
what it
it's
says
like,
about his own YouTube channel. That I think
But
is the
doesn't
most funniest. That's the funniest thing.
doesn't it make you realize how like childish his likes are when you have fire? If you're a guy that thinks fire is cool, like it's like, what else do you think is cool? Dinosaurs? Fire trucks? Like what the fuck?
Can we just
what
watch
make
that
this better?
thing again at the beginning? It looks like he's doing like a Terminator thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, the gun as well. Like, that's when I'll turn to the camera.
That's awesome.
That guy does look like a white, like skinhead type guy. Like looks like he got a swastika somewhere.
Go ahead. Seriously, he bigs his own YouTube channel up. Go ahead.
Great music.
Oh, Devin's covering Brett Keane. God damn it. Devin, I'm getting rid of you for a second.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Westboro Baptist Church. The ministry of the Westboro Baptist Church centers around obedience to the commandments of God and His promise to bless you if you will obey Him.